Tundra Dude 34, Cardboard Edwards, back with you again. Today we're going to take care of the top 5 dislikes of the 1794. Unfortunately, she is now gone, so I don't have her anymore. They picked her up today, so let's go over the things that we did not like about it. Some things on this list are a little nitpicky. I compiled it along the way. I had the notebook with me the whole time, writing stuff down as it happened, up until I gave it back, because one of the last ones on here is something I picked up on today. So, before we get started, it's actually, I have 5, and then I have 1 extra credit one, and then I have a couple from viewers that they said. So, without further ado, let's get started. My first dislike of the 1794 is the park assist sonar. I don't know if as you get closer to something it gets louder, but with the radio on, I didn't even hear it. I just happened to see on the center information screen between the tacks that I was getting close to something. In other vehicles I've been in, when that sonar comes on, it pretty much takes over the car as far as sound, so you're 100% aware of something like that. So again, I wasn't trying to back up a truck I didn't own into something to see if it would work, but when I got close to the one, I was like 2 or 3 times actually, I saw the light come on and show me how far away I was, but I didn't hear much. But I had my radio up, but I did that on purpose because I wanted to see if I could hear the sonar or not. So that was my first thing, the parking assist sonar. It needs to take over the car like in other vehicles, so you know, and that you're not going to hit anything, of course. Number 2 is some control placement in the interior. I had an issue with it. I don't want to ever have to take my eyes off the road, and you know, that was in the beginning of having the truck. By the end, I didn't have to look, I just knew where everything was. But some are down, like with your steering wheel, you got stuff on like the lower left and the lower right that you kind of have to maneuver over for, okay? That you have to look at. So, you know, that was just, it's kind of small, kind of stupid issue, but you know, I want the controls to be very obvious, and by the end they were getting more obvious, but there's so much different stuff you can do inside the cab of that truck as far as options. They had to put it somewhere, right? So we're going with a little bit of control placement issues, but like I said, by the end I had it down pat, and that was 5 days. So number 3 is the headlights with the LED strip. Now, one of my likes of the truck yesterday was the LED strip. But my issue is when the LED strip is on with the headlights don't look like they fit on the truck, okay? The LED strip is bright. It's got that specific color LED has, very clear and obviously very bright. And then on top of it is a headlight that kind of is yellowish in color and looks old. It doesn't work well together. They really need to upgrade the headlights too, to just bring the look together. They also need to upgrade the fog lights, so it's all just that one, at least LED color. You know what I mean? Not, you know, that clear looking LED strip and then yellowish headlights. It just doesn't work well together. Number 4 is one that I'm kind of changing my mind on, but I figured I'd tell you anyway. The wood trim on the steering wheel, which I brought up to you in my first driving impression video. I feel like if it gets wet, it gets slippery and you could lose, you know, your grip on the steering wheel. But now, especially with yesterday and today being very rainy, it almost feels like a hard rubber with a lot of grip all of a sudden. Maybe at first they like cleaned it up and it was slippery, but yeah, it actually felt like it had a lot of grip today. But still, the wood trim, I feel like if it was like extremely wet, it would slide right out of your hands. Thankfully, on the side of the steering wheel, you have leather, very grippy leather, so it looks good. Actually, the wood trim does look good. It's just that grip. You know, you don't want to lose grip on your steering wheel. And I saved the best for last for the top 5, and you all know what it is, and you're probably waiting for it this whole list. Do you know what it is? Yeah, chrome. There's a lot of it. It's everywhere. It's Chrome City. It's $19.99 in that truck sometimes with all the chrome. I understand that chrome fits that demographic, and if you go and look at those Western Edition trucks throughout all the brands, there's a ton of chrome on it, and I get that's what they're going for, but for me, there's way too much chrome. The entire front end is chrome, okay? And then the mirrors are chrome. and then the door handles are chrome. It's a lot of chrome going on. The chrome grew on me over the week. You know, it actually, when I first saw it, I was like, that's just a ton of chrome. By the end, you know, I was used to it. If I owned the truck, the chrome would go, but chrome is a huge dislike of mine. But yeah, there's a lot of it, especially that front end. I would definitely do the front end differently as far as, you know, the color and the features, but we're going to go over that in another video. I have another video about that kind of stuff. So obviously my fifth dislike is chrome, okay? And if you were numbering these down from an actual 5 to 1, chrome would be my number one dislike of the truck, but really no big deal. All right, so extra credit. I put this as extra credit because it's not necessarily the truck, but a feature on the truck that can come off, okay? So the side steps that were on that were like chrome side steps, very skinny. They were way too narrow. They were too close to the body. So even when you're stepping down on them, you're only getting your heel. And if you put your weight on your heel and you got a little bit of moisture or ice, you're sliding right off that thing. So if you do get yourself a 1794 and you have the option of getting yourself a 1794 with side steps, I believe they're called the Toyota Tundra brushed aluminum step boards, okay? They're available on a lot of Tundras. Those are the best. I had them on my 2014. They're bigger running boards. They take a beating. They're the best. So, did I have that written here? Yes. Stainless aluminum brushed step boards, Toyota, okay? Check them out. You'll definitely see them on a truck or two at a dealership. They are awesome. Now we're getting down to the viewer recommendations real quick. All right, so there's 3 of them. Number 1, no push button start is an issue. Before I had the truck, I would agree with you, and I still kind of agree. At that trim level, you do want push button start, but honestly, I didn't think about push button start one time when I was in that truck. I put the key in, I turned the key in, the truck started. Poor me, right? But I understand why you'd want push button start at that trim level, but honestly, when I was in it, I didn't really think about it. No panoramic sunroof. I was just happy to have a sunroof, and it's a huge sunroof because it's on a truck. So, I mean, it would be nice, I guess, for the rear passengers to get a little bit of that sun up top, but I'm just happy with the sunroof it had, and like I said, I'm just happy with that. Let's see. No wireless phone charger. I agree with that one, because that wireless phone charger is available in the Tacoma. I know it's available in the Tacoma TRD Pro. So, yeah, wireless phone charger would be nice, especially on that little spot on top of the center console. There's like a little grip spot you can actually put your phone in. That is exactly what a wireless phone charger spot looks like. So if they just put a little power to that, that would be cool instead of plugging in. But yeah, that's all the viewers recommended, just those 3. So no push button start, no panoramic sunroof, no wireless phone charger. So that's really all I got with the 1794 for dislikes. Nothing insanely disliked. This is just I kind of nitpicked along the way. Actually, there is one more that I totally forgot. This is my number 1 dislike. It's huge. My number 1 dislike is I don't have it anymore, and I had to give it back. I dislike that a lot. I love the truck. So let me know if you agree with these, disagree with these. Let me know if I missed any. Comment below the video. Find me on Twitter and Instagram at TundraDude34. TundraDude34. Cardboard Edwards. We're out of here. We're hungry. So have a good night.